uniforms.
We begin our day in Louisiana, where the Louisiana Revolution taking on the Atlanta Swarm.
These two teams here, what are you looking for?
I'm interested to see Louisiana with their one thing. I'm looking to see more of BDG Hollywood tonight.
Yeah, BDG has been really balling out in the preseason, as we've seen. They had a couple far. Louisiana looked pretty good against the Ramblers as well, and it looks like Atlanta will be receiving this kick. And I'm just excited, as you are, Ray, for this new era of SFL football. The ball is on the tee, and Otis Boudreau will be ready to kick this off here momentarily here in beautiful stacked-up stadium. We'll probably be talking about the stadium and the uniforms and stuff all night long, but it is time to kick it away, everybody, as we will be taking this from just inside the goal line, as I'll be passed out to the 20, down to about the 25. Actually, we're going to take it and mark him on the 30-yard line. That was Kyle Fenimore with the return, and that is going to bring out the Atlanta offense led by quarterback number 3, Bryant Dynasty.
Yeah, pretty good return there, Chad. From the ball, 30-yard line. Not bad at all.
No, especially from taking it out of your own end zone. That's a pretty good start, really. So 1st and 10 here on the 30-yard line.
All 4 games about to get underway here.
Wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. As that is going to be a pitch to the outside, the BDG, and they close that outside. Breaks a tackle, gets a first down and more down the sideline. And that is going to be a nice big gain there for BDG.
Well, number 59 on that line gave BDG a great block and gave the outside completely open to him.
Yeah, BDG establishing that run there right off the bat. And we're going to see that same formation here, but just flipping it to the other side. Ball on about the 50-yard line. Dynasty, short drop, looking, and that is going to be incomplete, as it was intended for Why Not Arrowlet, one of their new rookies they drafted this past season, right?
Yeah, I mean, great pass. I'm not sure why he didn't catch that ball. It was thrown basically right to him.
Houston and Sioux Falls have kicked off. Ball's on the tee in Jacksonville as well, with Canton and Jacksonville. Alamo City and Vancouver about to get underway.
The man in motion, something new here in the SFL season.
2 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
Dynasty drops back, good protection, looking over the middle. That is caught, and that is going to be at the 30-yard line. And that was the rookie tight end. Why Not Arrowlet?
Yes, on the first, first run, BGD got 20 yards, and on that pass, they got 20 yards. They're moving the ball down the field in big chunks here, Chad.
Yep, and let's go through this offense here. Bryant Dynasty is the quarterback. BDG Hollywood is the running back. Mitchell O'Brien is the fullback. Kyle Fenimore.
Atlanta is the first to enter into enemy territory.
Why Not Arrowlet is the tight end, along with Phenom
First down
Shine,
on the Louisiana 28.
Tight ends this season for the Swarm.
Alamo City, Vancouver, last team to kick it away.
Short finds BDG, and that's going to be for a gain of 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And that time, Dynasty got rid of the ball in a hurry. I'm not sure why. He decided to settle for the dump off to BGG Hollywood.
Swarm coming out here. Look at those uniforms, Ray, with the Swarm
I love
logo
the pants
on the leg. It's so awesome. High formation set here for the Swarm. There's going to be a counter run to BDG, and that's going to be stopped very quickly in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard probably by Brian Craven, the defensive end.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Brian Craven, the big defensive end, making a great play in the middle of the field.
3rd and short here for the Swarm. They are just outside the 20-yard line, still at the 22. Single back formation, 1 wide receiver on each side, 2 tight ends set, as Phenom Shine's going to go in motion. As Dynasty drops back, looks and finds his receiver. That's Kyle Fenimore down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal for the Swarm.
Just a pinpoint throw there by Dynasty to find his receiver near the end zone, and you pick yourself 1st and goal here, Chad.
Look at the nice protection there by the offensive
Atlanta's
line.
In the red zone.
And just a beautiful strike there right to Fenimore. And it's going to be the first time inside the red zone, inside the goal line here. They are going to be from the 3.
Jacksonville gets a stop on their opening possession.
They are going to go
They now have the football.
Here, I formation here. 1 solo receiver at the top. He's going to run in motion. Dynasty drops back looking for the running back. He does find him. He doesn't get any gain on that. And that's going to be 2nd and goal.
Houston's down to the 30.
St. Green on the left side of the field. 1st and 10 inside Sioux Falls territory.
Old Trusty right there. Got it. Got right behind the defense.
Chris
found
Curtis
a
and
soft
Wade
spot,
Phillips on the
then
call.
had room to run, and the defense got to him right there.
And that's going to be a handoff to BDG, and he is stopped immediately right there at the line of scrimmage. That was Gary Clem coming over from Portland last season making the play.
Louisiana showing what they have on defense right here at the goal line. Come up with some big stops here, keeping Atlanta out of the
end. Caught, and he is gone! Touchdown! I said earlier, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's DR Sim for another tally.
Receiver on each side. As you're going to see the tight end, why not air leg go in motion. Or Phenom Shine, I'm sorry, in motion. Dynasty drops back. The pocket looks like it's going to move, and it is tipped away, and it was still, it was tipped. Boo Chisholm made the play, made the catch, but then dropped it right there at the end.
Yeah, I thought Boo had that for sure. It was right in the middle of his stomach, and he had, just knocked away by the defender there at the very end of the play.
Louisiana has to settle for a field goal. Houston's got a touchdown. Really Vancouver is approaching midfield.
Don't let the inclusion of Logan Lee into this lineup deter from Robert Redford and how good he is. They still pay him over $2 million.
Logan Lee now.
Jacob Clear and Tyler Falk on the call in San Antonio.
Tandem is now in the ball game behind fullback Sawyer Stern. 3 wide here for Christian Brown. They'll send Zorro Lunar, another rookie from Tacoma, in motion from right to left. Brown back to pass. The artillery send a heavy blitz. Pass over the middle into traffic. Rhett Killian couldn't get his arms extended. That's going to be PI on Alamo City. 2 penalties early on in this first drive for the artillery.
Very aggressive defensive start from Alamo City, and it shows in the penalty calling. Again, just playing really tight coverage, and they pay the consequences. It's
3rd and long for Jacksonville.
Those more often than not.
3rd and 16, pass play for Bruin, quick throw over the middle, and it's picked off over the middle of the field, and that one's going to be returned. Good return down to the 33-yard line, and that was a good play there for Frank Bernstein.
Yeah, and the Jacksonville faithful not happy
Zeller
here.
And
we were just talking about how OJ Bruin's got to be very careful with these plays up the middle, just lurking in the middle, and to cap it all off, a fantastic little stutter step there at the end. And wow, this is some fantastic field position for Canton. It's as good as if they had held on to the ball rather than punting it.
Here comes Patterson. He wears the visor, and I love me a quarterback that wears the visor. Up to the line of scrimmage, 1st down and 10 after the interception. Sees something he doesn't like in the defense, calls an audible. Johnson's in the backfield. Receiver on each side, and it'll go to Johnson. 4th straight rushing play.
Vancouver's
Johnson
also entering scoring position.
So rounding up these offensive starters for the Legion at guard. 3rd down now here for Vancouver. Power eye look out of the Legion. They'll hand off left side for Lee. He springs through 1. He puts a man to the turf at the 30 and continues running with blockers down the sideline, inside the 10, busted out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Good run from the rookie.
Fantastic introduction by Logan Lee, and you see why they've invested so heavily in him over the offseason. Such an electric runner. It looks like he's just playing this at his own pace, going down the sideline. Once he gets that stiff arm on the open defender, he's able to cross downfield, and that's a terrific run.
3rd down for Canton.
Battles in the history of football. I think we made the comparison to Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. We'll have to see if it rises to that level.
Patterson fires deep to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown, Bob Long, and that's a
very good opening drive here for the Legion. Killian sent in motion. Gunny, Mickey McGuire trails him to the top side of the screen. Brown will look to throw. Looks, trying to float it. It goes backward. It's a fumble, but it's quickly recovered by Vancouver. Oh, they will move backward.
was really risky. The protection on Brown just kind of folded, and I'm not really sure what that throw was, whether it was deflected by one of the defenders or whatever the case was, but that was a really, really testy situation as Vancouver challenges it.
Got a touchdown, 7-0 on the extra point.
Here comes Andy Hamilton. He doesn't like the call on the field, so just like the referee, we'll take a peek under the hood as well to see what exactly
Ball just
happened.
falls out of his hands here.
Looks like the ball just floated out of his hands, partner.
Looked like it just slipped out of his hand.
And so Vancouver is going to be charged a timeout as the call on the field stands. So Vancouver are left with 2 timeouts.
Sioux Falls also in the red zone.
Great one-handed catch. Jumped up midair. One hands it. Brings it down with contact. Watch this. Goes up, one hand, boom, gets hit and goes down. Still collects at first down, and now we're looking at a very short field for the Sioux Falls offense.
Chance for Sioux Falls to get themselves a touchdown here. 5.5 minutes left in this first.
Got Alamo City. Brown looking middle. That's caught by Curtis near the 3-yard line.
The deep back on an I formation. Looking to throw it. Tyree looks, throws left side, caught. Not much to it. That's Williams in the backfield, but he caught it and they got nailed out of bounds. Couldn't do anything with it. Kai Cash, the corner on the defense.
2 teams inside the 5. We go back and forth.
Christian Brown has Logan Lee in the backfield. Here in this power I, will they go it to a pitch? Left side, Logan Lee out of one, but is wrapped up from behind.
And off. It's a toss play to Williams, and it's a touchdown. Sparrows got in. We are 1 extra point away from being tied up.
And that was the absolute perfect play for Sioux Falls. They needed it right there. Everybody blocked perfectly on that. Everybody got a hat on someone, and right there, Jason Williams just saunters into the end zone for a touchdown, and now Sioux Falls 1 extra point away from tying it up, and it looks
Vancouver
like
settles for a field goal. Louisiana's in the red zone.
Yard line. As we have not really seen Chris Grant Jr. on the field much in this first drive for Louisiana.
No, we have not, Chad, not so far.
And that's going to be a pitch once again to Salmons, and they're going to be able to corral him there. And he's not going to run anybody over that time. Moose Papano in there with the gang tackle.
Finally, they keep him less than 5 yards for probably the first time on this drive.
Yeah, when you get 2 running backs in there in the top 12, you're going to be featuring those 2 backs quite a bit, and that's exactly what they're doing. Atlanta looks like they might be bringing the heat here with a blitz. Let's see what happens. That is going to be a handoff. That is actually to Chris Grant Jr. That's the first time we've called his name, and he doesn't get any yards on the run.
And Joshua Williams with a big tackle in the middle of the field there. No gain.
Jason Williams, DR Sim, Bob Long with the touchdown so far.
Third down test once
third
again
down in Louisiana.
They've converted on all tries so far. 3rd and 7 here from the 15-yard line. Bunch set formation. Looks like they tried to do a cornerback blitz, and it's going to be picked up, but incomplete, tipped away by the defender. And I really like that play call. They're sending the cornerback on a blitz, right?
Yeah, number 44 was there to, make a great defensive play on the receiver, and looks like, Louisiana settled for a field goal here.
Louisiana has to settle for 3. Canton has a 3rd and 5.
And make a bad mistake that leads to the opposing team busting off some big yardage. Just contain them.
Patterson runs around the pocket, does a spin move, and he's sacked, taken down to the backfield, ran around for a little bit too long there, and that's an excellent play by Logan Gardner.
Well, we were talking about how Scar Patterson had the least sacks of his career last season, but yet the most yards lost of any season. And plays like that are kind of typical of how it happened. Not that many sacks in terms of volume, but plays where Scar Patterson is forced to drop back out of the pressure and dropped in the pocket.
This one will be a decent punt down to the 40-yard line. It will be returned. Kings get about 5 more yards.
Turning on the line here for Alamo City. Handoff Brad Jones again. 3rd time. Maybe Vancouver's charm as Josh
They're going to
Fenimore with a huge return for Atlanta.
What a return there by Fenimore, first down.
Wow, somebody getting great field position, starting on the 50-yard line, Chad.
Yeah, just a nice little
3rd and 9 in Sioux Falls.
Burr backs it up, 5-step drop, plenty of time. The pocket collapses, and he gets taken down. That is exactly what Sioux Falls needed on the defensive side. Mike Wagner, the defensive tackle, gets home on the sack.
Comes by the way of Cabrian Womack.
Yes, and he has been another fantastic member of this
fumble in Jacksonville.
And the Canton defense making a big statement early in this game with 2 turnovers in the first quarter.
And this is going to be a big hit. What was that by Mike All? I wasn't quite able to see the numbers there, but just
so.
I would challenge that, and that is precisely what Jacksonville is doing.
Season during the regular season, as we come now to 3rd and long, Fennick going to have to heave it, rolls to his right, he's under pressure again, and he's brought down again! A 2-yard sack this time by the Greek Nightmare, Achilles Papatonis!
Well, the offensive line did a really good job to hold out there for the time, but unfortunately Vancouver just swarmed them completely. That edge rush again potent with Papatonis this time getting home, and Alamo City with a quick 3 and out, they're going to have to punt this one away.
Fumble overturn, Jacksonville ball.
We'll punt this one away here for the artillery as Vancouver will get the ball back just outside their own 20. There's Blackwell on the return. He will get closer to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down to the 29. And let's introduce you now to the Vancouver starting defense. On the line, of course, we mentioned, for the Alamo City starting defense. On the line, it's Bogey Barr, Stephen Fowles II, and Theodore Rocker, Tina Begin, and Robert Thump. Linebackers are Bogey Barr, Rob Foraker, and Jay Mart. Corners are Ron Huff, Mickey McGuire, Jeff Spicoli, and Jukin Rukin Jr. Safeties are Albert Begin, Cody Lawrence, Rain Rowe, and Willie Bands. The late handoff up the middle for Double L, Logan Lee.
Nobody really in scoring position right now. Let's go to 3rd down in Jacksonville.
Then their defense back onto the field. So it really is just sort of an exhale that they can set up this play now.
3rd down and 4. It's going to go to Vicarian. Vicarian looking for a hole. Can't get there. Stays on his feet. He does get there. Down the sideline. And a huge gain. Way to turn nothing into something there for the rookie Shepard Vicarian.
I mean, my goodness, this looked like it was going to collapse in the backfield, but just one stiff arm and just able to swing all the way around to the outside is Vicarian. I mean, what can you say? Just sheer determination not to give up on that play.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10. First time today for the Kings getting into the classic territory. The Kings firing back a little bit on this drive. I formation, Bruin under center. Vicarian, the rookie back, still in the backfield. This time it's going to go to the fullback, and that one's going to get a yard, I suppose, and it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Third down for Louisiana.
Second
ran, but just Cameron Collier could not hold on to the ball. As his 3rd and 7 here, bunch set at the top of the screen. No pressure coming from Atlanta, but then they changed their mind. They're going to bring some. As Utah's getting flushed out of the pocket, he's going to move to the outside. He's going to throw it deep down the middle, and that is caught! What a play! Liam Hammer, the catch. That's a 1st down.
Wow, Chad, the mobility of Utah in that pocket there, breaking free from all the defenders in this perfect pass down the field.
Fantastic play by Vancouver, and you'll see a lot of this season where the quarterback's going to roll out in the pocket because it does make the defense shift, and in that situation it allowed Chris Curtis to get open on a little post route downfield. That's a fantastic play call by Vancouver, and now they're deep on the attack.
It opens the creativity for these
Talon Steele's got the
staffs
Kings inside the 5.
Steele.
And eager to show off is Talon Steele. I mean, Jacksonville have always been proponents of tall ball, but just backpedaling into the cornerback and just reaching up, just
McMichaels has
barely
Vancouver
even jumping.
Inside
just
the 10.
By the free agent Stephen McMichaels, who crossed over this offseason from Queen City, the new tight end in Vancouver. And that, again, Christian Brown just got the
drive, give him lots of time. Here we go. Handoff Vakarian. Vakarian has some space. Stiff arm, and he's taken down to the 1 yard line. It'll be second to goal from the 1. Yeah, let's talk about these tight ends. Jim Copeland talent.
Packed in his first regular season game here with Vancouver. Now they come out
Bree
here
Higgins
in a
is
goal
down.
line eye. Redford in the backfield. They'll go his direction. He gets out of 1, gets out of maybe 2.
Vakarian will be the back. And there's going to be a change in formation. They have the tight end switch spots. Going to do a little bit of motion across the field. Going to send one of the tight ends out wide. And it's going to be a toss play to the left side. And it's going to walk in for Shepard Vakarian. And now officially welcome to the SFL for Vakarian.
Heavy tight ends near side now. Goal line defense for the artillery. Handoff. Redford left side denied. Got a yard, but J Mart is there.
On their first drive, it was all run, run, run. Now it's all pass, 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 and Utah's getting the job done.
Yeah, maybe Tommy Utah went to the head coach Gerald Smith and was like, "Hey, look, I need to throw. My arm's getting a little weak, right?" And so
they go out of the heavy tight end look to a power look. Pitch play near side. Logan Lee got it. Had to wait 6 seasons to get it done. His first game in the SFL, his first career SFL touchdown.
What a moment for Logan Lee, and this time they've done this twice now in the game where they tossed it to him on the goal line. This time
the revolution. Dwayne.
A brand new set of downs as Fennec will send the tight end in motion. Pitch play left side, read well, but Jones gets out of the tackle. Oh, that would have been close. Good effort from Jones to bust out of that and make even just any bout of headway.
Alamo City, the only team in scoring position right now, down 10-0
run defense is starting to
on the
really take
Vancouver
hold of
22.
Offside eye now here from Alamo City. Roll out left for Ace, looking middle. It's caught by Montana as he's hit hard after the catch. First and goal, Alamo City.
That was impressive. What a catch by Yayo Montana. He's been targeted for a 3rd time today, and he's reeled it in for a 3rd time. That's a fantastic throw by Fennec, but an even more impressive catch. And
he has space. Vakarian down to the 40, down to the 30, down to the 21 man to beat. Can he beat him at the 10? Ooh. He cannot. He's down to the 7. And Shepard Vakarian in his first game in the SFL making his presence known here early.
6 down lineman for Vancouver as they try to look over the middle. A diving attempt at the ball. Falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrison Blue, the tight end.
That was a little bit risky. Ace Fennec trying to pass out of a heavy set, trying to trick the defense in its pace form, and both tight ends running routes there. It didn't quite fall to plan.
2 teams now, goal-to-go situations. Alamo City and Jacksonville.
2nd and goal now for the artillery from just outside the 6-yard line. Fennec to throw, floats it left side, caught by Blue.
A little bit. Now he's going to be sent in motion. Could be a run to the left side of the field. Here we go, 1st and goal. And it's going to be a handoff, this time to the backup running back. Won't go much anywhere. I believe that one was a handoff to Sean Sanders, last year's starting back. And
the pattern here on 3rd and goal, 4-man rush. Fennec rolling to his right, sets and fires, end zone, incomplete. Try to connect with Kendra Wells, the free agent from Canton, but they cannot connect.
They're trying out, something new rather than sticking with the trusted veteran.
Toss to Shepard, pushes a man off him, pushes another man off him. Oh, he almost got it. Shepard Vakarian, wow, he is making his presence felt here in this game. What a physical runner.
And Shepard Vakarian doing a fantastic job, just as I talk about how, he's this new and exciting addition to Jacksonville, as if taking it as a challenge. Almost 100 yards on the day and a touchdown, and they're knocking on the door again.
It's 3rd and goal. Vakarian in the backfield. Let's see if he gets the ball here. Bruin under center. Bruin tosses it to him left-hand side, shoves him off stuff him into the end zone. Shepard Vakarian, second touchdown of the day. That'll give him 100 yards, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. And Jacksonville takes the lead on the back of their first-round pick.
Jacksonville gets a touchdown. Atlanta is in scoring position.
So
Chisholm once again in front of 3 defenders, and Chisholm makes a play. First down, Atlanta.
Chad, right now, I'm a little bit surprised that, Atlanta's going this one-dimensional, mostly a pass offense right now, when you got BDG in the backfield.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they're going in this direction. I mean, BDG is not really get going either. And I think they're just playing with what the defense is giving them, and they're probably just goal to shut down BDG. But look what Louisiana's doing here. They had a lot of guys boxed.
That's a weird defensive formation we're seeing right there, Chad.
Well, they're able to adjust out of it. And it's going to bring a man in motion here, as it looks like Louisiana will be playing some man coverage. As Dynasty drops back, quick throw, and that's going to be intercepted. No. Chuck Diesel, the inside linebacker, there with a pick.
Yeah, they had that.
Only good bug is a dead bug.
And the box just nice. Bunched up so much you can almost not try to avoid throwing the defender at that point.
I mean, he was just looked like Chuck Diesel was just reading the eyes of Brian Dynasty the entire time.
Houston's the closest to scoring position.
Or 2nd and 4. Handoff through the left side. Another one for Slap. Breaks a tackle, first down and more. Out to about the 18-yard line. And Slap does it again. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Does it again. Another consistent first down. Great vision. Took that inside hole, bounced in, and picked up just enough to get the first and more. And now they are comfortably in territory that they can bust out anything that they want to get a touchdown.
5 and 15 left in this second quarter. Houston knocking on the door. Handoff again through the middle. The run game is working, so why stop it? Oh, it's Josh Slap. How did he get through that pile at the line of scrimmage? 1st and goal for the Headhunters as Josh Slap works a Houdini act to get him a new set of downs.
Now you see me, now you don't. He disappeared in the pile. Watch this. Stays up, stays strong, breaks a tackle, goes on his way, almost gets another block by Mike St. Green, but great, amazing play to pick up the 1st and goal. I almost thought.
Guy behind Brown, 4-man rush for Alamo City. Pressure coming, hit as he throws. Ball will tumble and fall incomplete.
Goal to go in South Dakota.
Get into the end zone. Burr back to throw. Throws short. Crossing pattern. Gets him 3. And it will be DR Sim who gets him 2 yards away from Pater.
2 yards away. And now I'd like to see him run something, maybe to the outside. They've had some pretty good luck on the outside. Sioux Falls has kind of shut down the middle a little bit. But, if they can do something right here, go to that left side, we'll see.
Trying to keep them out is the Sioux Falls crowd. Toss play. You called it, partner. He's in! That's a touchdown for Josh Slap. Give the Headhunters back the lead.
And there it was. Called it. You called it as well, and we got that touchdown for him. I like to say I set the curse for, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I should have not said anything, but unfortunately...
Louisiana's crossed the 50.
Rid of the ball in a hurry, Chad. I mean, he's like, it's a 1-2 and 1-2 throw. It's like, wow.
Well, and
not affecting him at all.
We talked about it earlier, Ray, as this defensive front is really putting the pressure. So I think the coaching staff here for Louisiana has been adjusting to that and having Utah be able to throw quicker out of the pocket. It's been working for them so far.
Definitely has.
First down here for the Revolution. Chris Grant Jr. in the backfield. As Utah, short drop, finds his fullback, but he's in and out of his hands. It's going to be 2nd down.
Credit defense there with a big hit, knocked the ball loose.
Touchdownless game in Louisiana. 14-7 Jacksonville.
Henry again.
10-3
Vancouver. Position to make that hit.
And 14-10 Houston with the lead. All 4 one-score games right now.
Beautiful here down in the Bayou. The fans
Canton's at the 50.
The new digs.
Chance, that was John Martin getting the tackle for loss.
Yeah, and John Martin, one of the reasons that this this linebacker core for Jacksonville, this defensive unit, I should say, for Jacksonville has been so able to stay in line today.
Patterson throws a little toss, and oh my goodness, that was right to the secondary member. Could have been an easy pick, but rather falls to the ground.
Yeah, and really a 3rd and long now.
Utah drops back, the pocket collapsing right in front of him, tipped away again. That time, Chris Henry with the deflection.
3rd down and 11. Empty backfield here for Patterson. They're going to be looking to throw 2 receivers each side. They're going to send man in motion. That is Bob Lung. Lung goes to the right side, trips to the right side, and now 1 receiver out left. Patterson looking to throw. Good protection. Throws right side. It is complete to his new receiver, Ryan Owens.
Another run for Jones. Left side and denied after 2 yards. Marquise Reed is there. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Vancouver's run defense has started to get back into the game. Marquise Reed, former free safety, turned linebacker, making the tackle there.
3rd down, 2 yards to go here for Alamo City. Will be a pass on 3rd down. Fennick rolling, looking middle, throws it away. It's a pick here for Vancouver. A timely interception for the Legion. And Vancouver will take over.
Well, it was a mistake they couldn't really afford, and unfortunately it may have been poor formation choice because they came out in the run set and he throws it over a middle to the tight end that was running a bit of a seam route there. I think it was Garrison Blue, the target. It was nowhere near him, and a really easy pick across the middle, and Vancouver get the ball back.
Our first mistake here in this ball game, our first turnover of season 21. And how will the Vancouver Legion respond? Lee out of one, and he is shouldered to the turf from behind. I didn't think he expected that one.
It's strange because we've got 2 running backs, or 3 running backs rather, that are all doing really well statistically, but we've watched both run defenses make some outstanding plays. That time again, Alamo City shutting it down early.
Offset eye behind Christian Brown here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking middle. Caught near the line to gain. And for now, ruled a 1st down. Stephen
Brock
McMichaels
Busey is hurt.
Picks up the necessary yardage.
Been, drastic here. We've had 3 people injured down before the 1st half. It's over.
Yep, and that is going to set up 3rd and inches. I was curious if they were going to give him the 1st down or not. They did not.
Nope.
And it's going to be 3rd and inches here. Looks like you're going to have O'Brien and BDG in the backfield. Look for BDG to get the rock here. The crowd in Louisiana here on their feet cheering for the Revolution. They're going to try to pressure the outside. BDG, did he get it? They're going to give it to him. They gave it to him there, Ray.
That was close. I mean, Louisiana had that box stack, Chad. They were waiting for the run. They were ready.
And he will get the call near side. Robert Redford dragged down from behind after a couple yards by Jukin Rukin Jr.
That was an impressive play by Jukin Rukin Jr. He overran the play in terms of his coverage there and managed to chase him down after a poor start. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 3.
They passed for the 1st down last time around. Will they try it again? Yes, they will. Brown rolling right. Now has to get rid of it. Open receiver. Oh, McMichaels had it and he dropped it.
Becker to move down the field, and he's taken out of bounds. Oh, what a play to bring it back the other way. It's Jason Peace, the linebacker, who turns the ball over and gives Houston new life.
And he snatched that. Watch this. He goes up for it. Goes up, gets it, just like a receiver, a tight end out there. And then the wherewithal to pick up extra yards on the return. So he takes it almost to midfield
Jason Peace
on the
in
return
the
from, I'd say, the 10-yard line to the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
So excellent situational awareness to get them there. And now Houston, with 1:44 left to go, has a chance to put some more points on the board.
Give that man some oxygen. A lot of running for the big man. 14-10 it remains. Houston just shy of midfield. All 3 timeouts will exist with them. Toss play, right side, spin move for Slap, and he'll get himself 8 yards, 2nd and 2, as the clock continues to tick down.
Hopefully everyone on the field is staying hydrated. Hand up, Brad Jones through the middle and fighting through traffic, and it looks like Vancouver has said enough of this run game from Alamo City.
We've only scored 9 points in this in the whole entire game.
And they're going to send a man in motion. That is going to be BDG Hollywood going out in the slot. Interesting little dynamic here as Dynasty drops back, looking, fires, and he finds Kyle Fenimore. That's a first down past the 30-yard line.
Jacksonville's across the 50.
Bob goes up, gets it. I think that is the kind of play that OJ has been visualizing all preseason, all offseason.
Defensive line's going to matter so much in this game, Tyler. And you're seeing early with this Vancouver run defense. Again, it's Womack for a second time today. Papatonis has one as well.
Another big catch. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and this is really just Jacksonville marching down the field here. Again, it's the route that Jacksonville are running that has been such a big part of this route. The out route towards the sidelines, and he's just open in space.
All right, well, it's going to be 1st down and 10. So here we go. It's going to be, once again, OJ Bruin. They're getting deeper into territory, almost field goal range. Now fires deep right side, and perfectly placed was the quarterback, but he just could not bring it down.
Yeah, and that's a marked improvement for Canton on that play, because Jacksonville have just throughout this quarter, I would say, even let alone this drive, have really done such a fantastic job diagnosing the coverage and, you know, sending little torpedoes through the holes, and that is just another example of Canton trying to adjust.
Here we go to Vicarian, right-hand side. Vicarian sheds off another tackle. That'll be 3rd and 5, and a timeout's going to be called by the Kings.
And that's almost a repeat of what we saw previously, the drive where he just sort of shoulder checked his way into the end zone. Again, the power running by Vicarian, such a big part of his game here so far.
All right, they're in field goal range now. Last season, Patterson was perfect, 18 for 18. They're well within his range. They're going to send Beasley in motion. Bruin really feeling confident right now.
2 back at the 5 as Dynasty drops back looking for the pass, and that is going to be tipped away, but there is going to be a flag on the play again.
Ooh, pass interference in the end zone, Chad? Yes, sir.
That is going to be what it is, pass interference, and it is.
It's a smart play, inching close to the field goal territory whilst maintaining that clock. They only lost 5 seconds in that pass out to the fullback, Christian Brown's involving a lot of his offense. He's only thrown 4 incompletions. He's been really accurate.
Just outside field goal range.
In the backfield all by his lonesome. Dynasty drops back for a pass. He's going to look for Hollywood. Finds him on the screen, but nowhere to go. As Arthur right there making up for the pass interference call. As looks like the Swarm are going to go no huddle here.
They lost a yard on that play, Chad.
Dynasty drops back, tipped away, and almost intercepted. That's incomplete. That was a dangerous throw there by Brian Dynasty.
Trying to punch it in from the 3-yard line. Burr throws short and picked off. Back the other way. Terrell Davis has room to go. He's got to break this tackle. He cannot get it out to the 24. What a grab. Sioux Falls turns it over, and it takes the momentum with him.
Red formation here for the Swarm as they're going to send Chisholm in motion. Dynasty drops back, throws, and it's tipped away, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and goal. Blake B. Craze with the deflection. And I got to tell you, Ray, 3 straight passes with not a single run in there. I'm really intrigued by that play call.
Confused, Chad. You have a premier back on the 1-yard line, and you're throwing the ball 3 times in a row? Come on.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Interesting play calling there by the Swarm as they're going to be looking to tie this game from the 19. This is a chip shot. Kick is up, and it is good. So the game is tied here at 6. 13-play drive there for the Swarm, and they only got 3 points out of it. They got to be disappointed.
I mean, you were given a gift. You were given the ball on the 1 yard line, and then you throw the ball to the defenders basically 3 plays in a row. I'm just still shaking my head.
Yeah, especially when you have a back like BDG.
Halftime in San Antonio, 10-3 Vancouver.
They carry the ball.
Halftime in
4
Sioux Falls, 14-10 Houston.
So you should have been able to just use him right there, as De Niro's going to take this from inside the end zone. And it's going to be spun to the outside. Got hit hard there, thrown. Like, even
less. I do think you're right. I think maybe even there's an argument to be had for Canton taking a knee here.
Let's see. Looks like they're going to try to pass, and they will. Lots of pressure coming. Good protection, though. Patterson fires, and it's complete. He gets it up to Dillapre. It's going to be 1st and 10, and they'll take their first time out here of the second half. So they go for the risk, and it pays off.
Oh yeah, and that's absolutely what you're looking for Canton. It's so hard when you have a limited amount of time to just get out of the shadow of your goalpost, that sometimes when you get out of the shadow of your goalpost, it can make it so much easier to move forward the next, 60, 70, 80 yards, whatever the case may be.
So here we go. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Clock is not a friend here for Scar Patterson. He fires, completes again, and that's going to be awfully close to field goal range. I don't see who he got it to there. Timeout's taken. That might have been Mike Twinscrew. I'm not too sure. Nonetheless, they're down their last timeout.
First out of halftime.
I believe you're right, and I think Canton are going to try to get a touchdown here, or at least improve their distance to the goalposts. But you've got to save that timeout for setting up the field goal, I do believe.
Here we go. Let's see what they do in this situation. Gonna make a little bit of a motion. Gonna send a man in motion. That's gonna be Ryan Owens, the new receiver. Here we go. Long wait here. And they get it off just in time. Patterson. And it's gonna be it's on the ground, and it is recovered. I think, no, it's recovered by the offense. It was recovered by the offensive lineman, number 65, and that will bring up 2nd and 19, though. Takes him out of field goal range.
Yeah, and boy, that devolves pretty quickly into an old school XFL kickoff drill. I mean, ball hits the ground, everyone diving for it. Just one of those instances where you got to put.
Try to go into halftime with this. 10 seconds to go. As Utah drops back, looking, it finds his receiver short. That was Da Vinci. And they are indeed up. They're going to set it up here. 3 seconds to go.
And try to get in the field goal range for Rob Ems.
Yeah, and this would be... Man, I don't know what the SFL record is off the top of my head, but this would have to be very close if they decided to go for a field goal, but they are going to go for it here.
Offset eye behind Fennec again. They'll go Brad Jones' direction, right side.
And a half in Jacksonville, 17-7 Kings. And a half in Louisiana, 6-6.
Good lead block by the tackle there, Chuck Michael, and they get forward progress again. Brad Jones just chugging forward.
I formation here for Ace Fennec. He'll hand off to Jones again. 4th time on the drive. Good little spin move from Jones. He drags a defender with him all the way up to the 43-yard line. 1st down, ACA.
Well, what a run, but he almost broke it off completely. I think it was Mark Lopez that saved the Vancouver defense at the back end there. He had one man left before he broke it off completely for a long-range score. But otherwise, a really good run and more positive signs for Brad Jones.
110 rushing yards for Brad Jones tonight. A solid opening debut to the season for him. Pass into double coverage. He was looking for Ziggy Hronik, but it is deflected away.
But
injury updates in the Louisiana game.
You got to get the run game going. You're not out of it by yet. And we're going to be checking the injuries here from the SFL doctors. As Dwayne Sam is there with a torn bicep. And looks like Dwayne Salmons is out for the game. That's not good if you're the Revolution. As well, Brock Busey is going to be probable back into the game.
Alamo City's across the 50.
Brings up second down. Tight end goes from being a tight end to more of a wide receiver as Fennec will look to throw. Floating it right side. It's caught for first down yardage. No. Incomplete it is a catch. Unfortunately, GG, Gerald Giudice is down.
Well, this could be really devastating for Vancouver if they can't go without him. He's the middle of that defensive line of that tackle spot. He's such an experienced veteran on the middle of that line, but that time gets it back to Montana. He's been only the receiver in Alamo City's offense that's been influential in this game.
Gerald Giudice has really been a stalwart in the middle of that Vancouver line for so many seasons. Unfortunately, hopefully we'll see him back. Brad Jones out of 1, out of 2, and a first down run for Brad Jones.
Yeah, it's the way you got good yardage off of that pass to Montana on the second down play. That time they just go back to Jones on third down. He gets the couple of yards necessary to pick up the first down.
Another first down here for their artillery. They'll hand off to Jones again. Hurdles his own lineman and is turned asunder. After picking up 5 yards, he just continues to feast on this Vancouver defense.
I tell you what, it's an interesting contrast. The offensive line for the artillery has been fantastic, with their rushing defense has been a little vulnerable in terms of...
And that was caught by Adam Banks. First down for the Revolution.
Yeah, great play. Get the first down. I mean, he's wide open in the middle of the field. I mean, literally wide open. Great pass by Utah.
Yep, an interesting thing about these running backs, as we looked it up, is Dwayne Salmons is actually faster than Chris Grant Jr. So, kind of interesting to see how the speed plays out here. Maybe Grant Jr. is more of the power back. He can indeed boil some people, that's for sure. First and 10 here from the 30.
Time, middle, and caught. Inside the 5 they go. There's Montana. First time we've seen him this half, and it's first and goal.
Pass complete. Guess who? Yayo Montana. I believe that's his 5th catch of the game. Fennec hasn't really been able to make much happen in terms of the passing offense, but when this guy's been open, it's been a completion. That time again involved. Sets him up now deep inside Vancouver's territory, inside the 5.
77 yards for Montana. As Vancouver will trot out the goal line defense. As Fennec will trot out an offset eye behind him. They're going to try and overload the right-hand side, sending Garrison Blue from the left to the right. 5 to go on the play clock. Here on first and goal, handoff up the middle. Brad Jones runs out of 1 tackle, gets out of another, and he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Alamo City!
How did he do that? That was a fantastic run.
The screen. Utah drops back. Williams is getting to him, and they're going to take him down. That is the first sack of the ball game.
Right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 from about the 50. Patterson looking to pass, throws it quick, completes it, great throw, and that one's going to go to Al Dillapre Sr. Dillapre, a receiver that was kind of wasn't a crucial piece of this offense last year. It was more of a kick returner than anything. Looks like him and Scar Patterson have a great connection here.
Yeah, well, and I think that's really been, one of the big benefits of this offensive shuffle for Canton is the fact that they just have sort of, I guess, by force, had their mind opened up to different possibilities, and this connection is one of them.
Patterson is going to hang a dangerous one over the middle as he got hit. He'll fall incomplete at 2nd and 10.
And really, it's really both these teams trying to play on a rhythm is really the thing that we've been seeing through both of these halves.
Canton on the move. They're down by 10. That is the largest margin right now.
And now
Houston's up
Canton
4.
In search of their rhythm.
Tie game in Louisiana. Tie game
It's going to be
San
Patterson
Antonio.
under center. Sends a man in motion. That's Owens. Owens has been the motion man for much of the game today. Kind of the slot receiver. That's what they signed him from Arizona for. Patterson fires right side, completes it to Owens, and that'll take him down to about the 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10, and Scar Patterson looking pretty good here so far in the second half.
Yeah, and when you have a tough first half, as it feels like a bit of a mantra at this point, but it bears repeating that the way that you perform the first half, the way you perform the first quarter, second quarter, is not necessarily going to dictate the way you perform for the rest of the game. So Scar Patterson coming out firing over 100 yards now with that touchdown and looking to do some damage here again.
Patterson hands it off. This one's going to go up the middle for Johnson. Johnson with a good carry, gains about 4 yards. It'll be
4 wide receiver set here. This may be the first time we've seen 4 wide tonight for the Swarm. As Chisholm's going to go in motion to give them a quads look here. Dynasty drops back. The pocket collapses, and that is going to be back.
5-step drop. Brown underneath, caught by Lee. He falls backwards. What a play from Logan Lee. Great awareness, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, he made hard work of it, but it doesn't matter how you get it. He's got the first down, and he's making it happen at his own pace. Logan Lee. You just can sense it's going to happen at some point.
2-yard line.
Kansas
Great
inside
catch
the
there
5.
by the tight end, Jack Wall. And there's an injured player, the strong
Levine
safety,
is hurt.
Levine. Looks like he is going to have to come out of the game for Jacksonville. He's been a crucial part of this defense so far today.
Yeah, and always, you never want to see any player go down. But the good news, I guess, if there is any for Jacksonville, is that they have, extra cornerbacks and extra safeties that they brought on, both in the interest of building a future with this team and also having pieces that they can kind of move around in situations like this.
All right, Patterson comes in under center, 2 yards, first and goal. Lots of chances they're going to give to Johnson. Johnson walks in for the touchdown, and Canton fires back on their opening drive of the second half. Their defense gets the 3 and out. Their offense walks down the field and answers back after a tough second quarter, and they make it 17-13, pending the extra point.
Yeah, and he hit his mark there with just a little bit of a freeze in place there, throwing back to, 2014, 2015 with the mannequin challenge, follows his block all the way in, and that is a much
2 teams across the 40. Sioux Falls has entered into the red zone at the 10.
There. And they do indeed shift to that same side where it goes, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call here is from the ref.
Face mask.
And it's going to be a face mask there on the defense.
At the 3-yard line at the end of the first half in Houston, or in Sioux Falls, came up with an interception. Maybe Houston has something up their sleeve for that as well. Zone look on defense. Tyree is in the gun, has the football. It is a handoff to Williams. He'll get himself 3, second and goal coming down to the 7.
Yeah, and that's a play that kind of puts you a little closer, but still keeps it to where your play calls are a little bit limited by the short field, where you've got that back of the end zone as another defender. So
high formation look, second and goal. Looking to throw. Right side, caught, and what a clothesline hit. Loss of yardage on that. Williams taken down behind the line. 3rd and goal coming, and that makes their job a little bit more difficult as they're stopped at the 9.
Yeah, and that was phenomenal tackling by the defensive back to get that back there and get the stop in the backfield, because if he breaks that, that's a touchdown.
Does Tyree go end zone here? That's the question. Do they try to get it closer for 4th down?
I'd be going end zone.
Movement along the line. 3 to the left. Tyree looks, throws, right side, it's caught! That's a touchdown! Perfectly done. A.J. Warren again gives the Sparrows the lead.
And he caps it off, got the amazing one-handed catch, and then hits pay dirt. And so, wow, pays off the confidence of Julian Tyree to take him, and goes that inside
3rd down in Jacksonville.
Like ego aside, as I was mentioning, you got to have a little bit of an ego to succeed. But, I think he can make the decision when it's time to look at other options, and that's what we'll see developing in the future here, I suppose.
Weston goes right side. Bruin is going to fire over the middle, and that one's going to be deflected, falls innocently to the ground. It'll be 4th and 10 as Weston is on the ground, and that is not good. That is probably their most coveted offensive free agent they signed, and he is down and he's in pain.
And just completely supine on the turf. I mean, again, you never want to see anyone go down, but and he's limping off the field. That is ugly.
Yeah, that's a big part of their plan for this season was Connor Weston.
Every game right now, 3 points or less.
Year. That is a tough one there, but I want to talk a little bit more about sliders. Iron Lane's going to punt it here. I covered a
Louisiana's in the red zone.
What a play there by Cameron.
Cameron Kaya is doing a good job on this drive. I mean, 2 great catches in a row. Well, not in a row, but 2 different plays and just powering his way forward. Look at that. That's a heavy runner.
Yeah, 5 catches for 50 yards today. He's been throwing the ball 10 times. So very interesting to see that as making his name known here early on in the season. Split back formation here as they're going to send Collier in motion. And that's going to be a handoff to Chris Grant Jr. as Shad Allen was there first to stop him. And I got to tell you, Ray, if I'm watching that play just now, and I am the Louisiana coaching staff, I would almost want to pitch that to the side that Grant Jr. was on. Second and 9 here, spread formation, 3 wide receiver set for the Revolution. As it's going to be a pitch to the outside to Chris Grant Jr., and he's going to be able to take Jack Napier with him, but Chris Henry there to get to him. As it's going to be
offset eye behind Ace here on 2nd and 8. Rolling out to his left. Fennec looking middle into triple coverage.
3rd and 5 here. They got to get to the 2-yard line. As Utah drops back looking, he finds De Niro. And are they going to give him forward progress? They are not. They are technically, but it's not going to be enough as that's going to set up 4th down. Could be a challenge here, Ray.
I think you're definitely going to see a challenge, but wow.
So it looks like the Revolution will be kicking a field goal. No challenge here by the coaching staff. Very interesting as it looked like De Niro clearly caught the past the 2-yard line. And Boudreaux is going to kick us up, and it is good. So Louisiana takes a lead here. 10 plays, 58-yard drive. Chewed up a bunch of time off the clock, but once again,
Louisiana, Atlanta now 9-6. Houston's at the 50.
Moving left to right. Looking to throw it. Burr over the top. That's caught. First down and more. Out to the 36-yard line. Another nice grab by the Houston receiver to bring it to a new set of downs.
He gets the 25. That's a fumble. And it looks like Louisiana's recovered.
Oh, no. Disaster, Chad.
What a break here for the Revolution. As Fenimore had an opportunity to down that like 5 yards deep in his own end zone. Does not do that. Brings it out and fumbles it, Ray, and gives Louisiana a chance.
Off the fumble, Louisiana is in the red zone.
Tonight, 1 interception, now
Alamo City is in the red zone.
The fumble serious. You're 1 yard from the red zone here.
Yeah, from the 21-yard line. Speaking of 21, number 21, Cameron Collier goes in motion as Utah drops back, looking, fires, tipped away.
5-step drop from Ace Fennec. He scans the field. He'll dump it off again for Brad Jones. This time they connect, and he bounces off a whippy tackler. Shreds another tackle and picks up 8 yards to the 10. As we hit the quarter break. 10-10
and
here
the third
in San
Alamo
Antonio.
City.
We've got a good one here this Saturday afternoon. Keep it tuned in here. You're watching Season 21's SFL
Revolution. As that's going to be a handoff to Chris Grant Jr. He breaks a tackle, gets to about the 15, maybe to the 14-yard line to set up 3rd and short.
And Chris Grant Jr. is doing a better job running the ball this possession.
Yeah, he's looked a lot better on this drive so far, at least in the past couple drives. As it's going to be 3rd and 3 here. As they're going to send Collier in motion. As that's going to be a handoff, and that is the backup. That is Fisher again.
Alamo City's got 1st and goal.
A big stop there.
Yep.
Has been fantastic today.
Houston's won a challenge.
Again. Fullback as well did a good job to create that first block. Almost got first to the end zone, but you imagine that they'll just persist as he reaches 25 carries.
Otis Boudreau with another 12-6 Louisiana.
2 yards from pay dirt. Brad Jones, who has been the best tailback in the ball game, gets the call left side and walks it in. And the artillery take the lead.
Touchdown, Houston! The Headhunters take back the lead. It's Mike St. Green.
Wow, and I'm not going to lie, partner. I thought that was an interception. I was waiting for the interception words to come out, but that is an amazing catch by Mike St. Green to fool me because I thought he had no chance, but he just stayed strong with the ball and wrestled that ball away for the touchdown. Amazing catch.
A Texas two-step of touchdowns. Houston
right now
takes the lead.
21 after the extra point.
Alamo City
Sonny
takes
J.
the first lead, 17-10.
On to add on the extra point. Snap
Let's go
good,
to
hold good.
The underutilized ones to fit into the system.
Bruin's going to toss it to Vicarian. Vicarian's going to get tackled in the backfield. Couldn't escape from that one. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, really nowhere to go. Perhaps a bit of miscommunication, some jawing between Kings players going on down on the field there.
Look at that. He has 112 yards after contact.
That is exceptional.
He's only had 4 yards where he hasn't been touched tonight. That is remarkable. Here we go. Bruin rolls.
And it's a fumble. Oh, it's going to be Houston falling on top of it, and they keep the football.
Wow. And it looked like a backup got it on the special teams play. The fumble. Watch this. Where somewhere, boom, right there. And just picks it up off the bounce.
Forced by Jason
Now
Peace.
they're on the, 22-yard line. Now
had a fantastic week in practice,
Touchdown
or just
in
a fantastic film room session, but just such a great job by Bruin to read through, to read these defenses, and of course, not to take anything away from Shepard Vicarian. He did a fantastic job to get them down the field. I mean, what do we say? 120 something yards after contact of 120 something yards total. I mean, this is just an exceptional performance by this Jacksonville offense, and you can see why JAX Data have taken them not only by 3.5 points, but with such a large over as well.
Yeah, it's the over-under is 44.5, and we're getting really close to that here. As here we go, the kick is up, and it is away, and it will be a knee taken by Canton, and now it's time for Scar Patterson to try to answer back. If they want to keep pace with Jacksonville, they're going to probably need to get some sort of points on the board on this drive.
Houston's back inside the 10.
They're going to say to the 10, 1st and goal for Houston.
And there it is. They stay on the ground and stick with what they've been doing all day, those tosses. The pitch and toss game has been very effective, and they have 121 yards for slap tonight, just on, I'd say, predominantly on pitches and tosses.
1st and goal. 21-17 Houston, and that will gearing us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up. It's the end of the 3rd, along with all of our memorable SFL numbers. 21-17 Houston. We'll pause for station identification. We'll be right back here at the SFL on YouTube. Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Back to Louisiana.
Mitchell O'Brien in the backfield. BDG down there at the bottom of the screen. Dynasty drops back, looking, fires on the middle. That is caught. Why not? Arrowlet touchdown.
Boy, is he making an impact tonight, Chad. He's had some great pass catches in previous plays and comes up really big here with the first touchdown of the night.
A little bit left, pressure coming, throws middle of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Very dangerous. Levy was the first one to get a hand on it. It's 2nd and goal.
Zoro Lunar goes from left to right. Now there's 2 wideouts on either side as Brown will look to throw on 3rd down. Looks right side. That's caught coming back for it. Curtis has got all the work to do. Shoves a man down. That comeback route didn't work maybe as intended.
Handoff. That slap through the middle. Busts his way forward and he's in. That's a touchdown. He rolled over the defender. The knee never hit the ground, and Houston has a touchdown.
Wow, and I'd like to see if Sioux Falls maybe, challenges this, but wow, amazing play. Gets stopped at about the 5, and momentum carries him in. You mentioned it, rolls in. Wow, just an amazing touchdown right here. And Houston,
touchdowns
well ahead,
for Houston. They're up 10. Atlanta takes the lead 13-12.
11 up, barring the point after.
Man, 2-possession
Canton's
game, and what a time to
10.
get it.
Let's go there.
First half, Canton seemed very listless, but is seemingly able to diagnose what the issue was in the halftime break and have made those decisions to those tailor-made adjustments.
Johnson gets a first down and more, carries the defender with him. He's down to the Jacksonville 40-yard line, and they keep the ball churning here. As there's a good chance that could be the last play of the third quarter, but Canton is on the move.
Yeah, and marching down the field little by little. It's the same way that Jacksonville have been so successful all game, just not really besides the one interception and at the start of the game, really have not forced the issue too much. And as a result, have just been able to pick up yards little by little.
Here we go. Are they going to get a playoff? 3, 2. They do get a playoff. It's a handoff. This one goes to Rivera. Rivera gets a nice gain, 8 yards, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter.
Catch by the defense. He was well covered. Defender was in front of him and still somehow came up with the ball anyway.
Nice catch there by Da Vinci. Good tackle there by Moose Papineau, and that's going to do it here for the third quarter. You guys know what to do in the chat. Get your 4-12s, 86 and 68s in the chat as Atlanta with a slim lead here by 1, 13-12. We'll be back.
Time again, good blocking by the Alamo City front line. Vancouver really need to get a foothold here. This is a bad start to the draft.
All games are now in the fourth quarter. Injury updates in Jacksonville.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask if we
spin move for Jones for a couple yards. 7 in total for Brad Jones, and is now clearly hit the 200-yard mark.
I'll tell you what, he looks fresh as a daisy, but I've got to ask Tyler, do you think Vancouver's defense looks a bit tired at the moment? It seems that they're not able to get to the coverage in time before Jones gets there, and he's making light work of this at the moment.
And you can see the speed difference even between the fullbacks, Storm, and the rest of the linebackers. And here comes Jones again, and is going to finally be brought down by Zach Lay. And they just keep running over this Vancouver defense.
And he's going to keep doing
Louisiana,
that.
Alamo City, and Canton are all across the 50.
But another really good run there by Canton. Really tough to lose a player to, I believe that is the Latin for tennis elbow. And Jacksonville's defense really going to have to work together as a unit here through the last stretch of this game.
Here we go. Johnson, the handoff to him up the middle. It's going to be second down.
Tackle. He's going to be past the 35, down to about
the other way again. How about that? The linebacker again. I think it's the same one. Jason Peace, his second pick of the game.
Yeah, he did it again. He skied up for it and picked that ball out of the air, and he's just been a menace over there in the linebacker. See, look at that, like a tight end. Just picks it off, has 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 44 yards on interception returns.
I expect to see a whole lot
Brad
of Josh
Jones
Slapp
is hurt.
and GP Wells at this point. 8:12 left in this fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10. Under center. Offset I formation. On the toss to the right. That is a near... No, they're going to give him a generous spot again. 2nd and 1. And Josh Slapp again with 9 yards.
Yeah, and I thought he would get that first down because he's just kind of rumbling, bumbling, stumbling right there. But big play, running hard, but picks up enough to get 9 yards on the play.
Slapp with a $139 on the ground. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
High formation again.
As well.
Canton's in the red zone.
Or Jacksonville, excuse me, have been trying to get back into their rhythm. A bit of a funky time signature this drive thrown at them by Canton.
All right, so here we go. Patterson looking to fire. He fires middle. It's picked off. It is picked off, and what a game he is having today. John Martin, a couple of big sacks early, and now the interception.
And it's John Martin again, we should say, perhaps the 5-season.
Alamo City and Louisiana.
Nice route by the Vinci.
Inside the
Utah
10.
Looking really good out there with a perfect pass. And then once they're in the red zone once again. Let's see if they can get a touchdown out of this.
And just nice little simple route there, finding the soft spot in that defense. Utah able to get that throw perfectly to him. As Louisiana.
Former fullback, obviously. They go heavy set here.
Linebackers overloading the strong side in the direction of the fullback, and they'll try and run that direction. Juicy, a yard shy of pay dirt, a 4-yard pickup
for the night.
You know what I've noticed tonight is Louisiana has very long, methodical drives because of their run game. When Louisiana scores, it's very quick. So your defense is on the field a lot for Atlanta.
Look, they'll again go in Juicy up the middle. In fact, it's not in Juicy. It's the third-string tailback who gets the call and is denied by Woods.
Vancouver stand up deep.
Bunch set. Utah drops back, firing, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Reggio De Niro.
This time, Reggio De Niro.
That might be Njuzi back in the ball game as the defense makes some adjustments. Goal line versus goal line. Power v. power here on 3rd and inches.
Jacksonville just fumbled in your upper
and
left.
Takes his time. Hands off Njuzi. Diving.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. Yeah, and just popped. We're not quite able to see what happened. I mean, just sort of a drop of the ball.
For the earlier work in the drive, but gift wrapping that touchdown, it looked like they were always going to get it again. Second time they've been in the red zone when the tailbacks could.
Canton back in the red zone off the fumble.
They get the ball right back where they had it at the 14-yard line, and Patterson's going to toss it to Johnson. Johnson gets gobbled alive, gains 1 yard.
Yeah, a matter of
Louisiana retakes the lead 7 minutes to go. Alamo City has scored 24 and answered, 4:26 to go. Houston trying to pull away from Sioux Falls. They're inside the 5-yard line. Canton is in scoring position down 10 with 7.5 remaining.
If Jacksonville hangs on, he deserves a lot of praise. Patterson sends a man in motion once against the slot receiver, Ryan Owens. Owens lines up in the slot. Patterson has Johnson in the backfield, lots of options. He's looking to throw. Slings it over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. That is caught by Jack Wall, I believe his second of the game. And just like that, Canton is right back in the thick of it here.
The former king.
Formation, heavy set look, goal line look for the defense. Handoff, slap, trying to work his way through. He does, and he's in for the touchdown. This fourth quarter has belonged to the Houston Headhunters.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, watching the preseason game when Houston just could not get anything going in the ground, but today they have completely flipped that script and have just been running.
So your two upper games just got touchdowns. Vancouver on a
34, going to be 35.
No huddle offense. About 4 minutes
has
left.
No issues. Sonny J will see to that
Atlanta's
here in a moment.
6.
As Dynasty drops back, looking short over the middle, finds BDG. That's going to. Man, they're just short of that first down.
I'm glad to see BDG's now involved in the game. So they keep running the ball, making it more than just a one-dimensional offense moving down the field.
Yep, 19-27, 227 yards today for Bryant Dynasty.
Earlier in the game with the run department, just a little too happy with the coverage and gives Vancouver a little let off.
So a first down here for Vancouver from their own 49-yard line. Bunch set to Christian Brown's right. Dime look at Alamo City. Brown will look to throw. Looking right side, and we get another flag. Another pass interference call.
Offense no matter what. Dynasty rolls out. He's going to throw it down the middle, and that's going to be caught. That's Boo Chisholm. They're past the 45 to about the 42. First down for the Swarm.
There's, when you need big plays, you go to your Hall of Famers, your star players, and it's coming up big right now. Nice catch by Boo.
Yep, great catch by Boo Chisholm there.
Passing the possession, there's no receiver here on the bottom.
Not only first downs, but also 3 timeouts to stop the clock. 1st and 10. Down by 14 from Alamo City's 41-yard line. Heavy blitz coming. Pass middle. Caught by Brett Killian. First down inside the 30-yard line to the 39. 1st and 10, Vancouver. They're back to the line in a hurry. Quick snap here from Brown. Middle. Got it. Mac Michaels to the 5. And they're back to the line. 3:45 to go as Brown snaps it. Heavy blitz coming again. Pass near side, incomplete. Looking for Lunar.
It's the wrong route. Fortunately, he needed something that was in the end zone there. That was a high risk, low reward scenario there with that pass to the flats in Lunar. But they sort of draw up here and now they change formation.
2nd and goal from the 5. Curtis goes in motion. Shadowed by Spicoli. Brown will look to throw. 4-man rush. Looking for the corner of the end zone. Hits off the helmet of Albert Begin. Ball falls to the turf. 3rd and goal now.
Another one tipped away by the Alamo City pass defense. They've woken up here and late in the drive. Their defense on the goal line has been really impressive. At least in terms of when Vancouver get on the attack. I saw Vancouver draw up here. Still minimal yardage. You just have to throw something simple.
4 wide receivers on 3rd and goal. Killian now in motion. 3:38 to go in the 4th quarter. 5-man rush. Brown looking near side. That is caught! Touchdown! Justice Blackwell! Brings it back to within a 1-possession ball game.
Really
down
kind
in
of hinging
Jacksonville.
all on this one moment.
Well, here we go. Goes to Vicarian. Vicarian's going to get gobbled up. He can't get there. Shows up about a yard short, and it will be a stop. So a punt will be forced, and Canton will take back over as they force the punt here.
So Canton's got it back with 5. Louisiana's up 6 with the ball. Houston's pulled away from Sioux Falls. They're back in the red zone. Vancouver's
as Iron Leg will come out.
cut it to 8. Extra point.
Jacksonville called it in the air, and it did not come up in their favor. Oh, this is a fantastic punt. Jacksonville really need badly a stop, and they'll have some time. Of course, we assume Canton gonna try to march down the field here, but
I wouldn't go for an onside kick. They've got plenty of time. It's an unnecessary risk, I think.
Onside kicks away. It bobbles, and it falls in the hands of Vancouver. No, it doesn't.
I tell you what, I don't blame you for thinking he got it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it looks like Alamo City picked that one
No,
up.
they got it.
No,
Vancouver
they got it.
did get it.
There you go.
An
I'll listen to
onside
you
kick
from now
works.
on. Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to either of us, Jacob. We couldn't tell what had happened, but Vancouver gets the ball back. 1st and 10 from their 38-yard line. It's game on. Pass, right side tipped. Great awareness from the DB.
As Utah drops back, he's flushed out of the pocket. He's looking. He finds it over. That is caught.
Oh.
That is Banks with the catch. That's a first down for Louisiana.
Chad, what a play. Jack Napier was there. We just, was playing behind.
Center, do they snap it? They do not. 2-minute warning.
Was going to have to turn around and make sure that the defenders were not.
Time look out of the artillery, trying to contain these 4 receivers. Play clock at 6. Brown will look to throw over the middle into traffic. Incomplete. No flag this time.
I was looking at the contact there. Justice Blackwell didn't get it and forces a 3rd and 10 here.
All 3 timeouts. Houston looking to finish it off. Toss play, slap, breaks past one, end zone.
Again, Lerner will go in
Touchdown
motion.
Houston. They have pulled away from the Sparrows here in the fourth
drags
quarter.
Jukin Jr. with him.
They trailed Sioux Falls 17-14.
Brown will snap it. Four-man rush. Floats it near side. Miss timing. Incomplete. Fourth down. They might throw away a gift horse.
To the 50, down 3:45 left.
And again, that time it was well covered, but that time the Alamo City defensive line really
lower right,
pressured
fourth
Christian
down
Brown
for Van.
against the quick throw. Trying to look for Logan Lee in the backfield. They're going to go to a punch set.
NordVPN Stadium getting loud here in San Antonio. Christian Brown on fourth down. Has to fire middle. Converts on fourth down. Across midfield. Clutch play. And they're back to the line. Brown will look to throw again. Looking right side. Another pass that goes wayward.
One as they get up to the line of scrimmage. Patterson under center, long I formation. They bring Johnson back out, showing rush here, and they will with Rivera, the fullback. Rivera picks up the first down as the clock.
Play at the line. Is it to the fullback or to Chris Grant Jr.? We'll see. And it's going to be to Jr. Up the middle, first down. It's actually Fisher, the backup running back.
3rd and 10, or 2nd and 10. Pass, left side, caught for 5 yards. That's Luner's catch. And they'll come back to the line, 3rd and 5. 3 minutes to go. Brown will throw, looking middle, opens the receiver, caught. First down to the 25-yard line. McMichaels has been there all game long through the middle. Brown gonna look to throw again. Again looking McMichaels' route. It is intercepted by Chamo.
You could pick out a few stars out of this game, but to me, he's been one of the best and perhaps one of the most important because he's shut down the Vancouver rushing offense. That time, perhaps has come up with a play to win the game. J Mart has pulled off a terrific.
Probably take us to the 2
Coming
minute
up on the 2 minute warning.
Play.
Canton is driving on Jacksonville
puts on
down
a move
3.
That gets him past John Martin here. John Martin does a fantastic job to recover after this, spinning on a dime basically to get back around. But that is just a great pitch and catch and a great move.
Well, this will take us down to the 2 minute warning. Both teams with all timeouts. It is Canton, though, down to the Jacksonville 35, trying to steal one here in front of the home faithful crowd. And for Scar Patterson, the new quarterback here for the Canton Classics, he was given a call in the offseason, said, hey, your current situation isn't working out too well for you. What do you think about coming to Canton and taking control of this team and seeing what we can do? Well, here he is, week 1, and a chance to leave his mark on this fan base with a game-winning drive if he can make it happen. Here we go. First down and 10. It'll be a toss back to Johnson. Johnson with a lot of room. Johnson gains about 5.
Yeah, and this is really kind of the be all end all, it feels like, this drive, because Canton have the ability to take about 30 seconds off the play clock each down here, and that of course they've got to move a little faster than that, but it feels like they are in control of the clock here.
Johnson goes nowhere on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 6. The clock will continue to run. Canton is in field goal range, so I mean, they are certainly within the range where they can kick a field goal if they like, but they would like the end zone. Big 3rd down and 6 here.
Atlanta's going to get the ball back down 6.
Has
Less than 2 minutes
on
to
each
go.
side, and Johnson in the backfield. Big play for Patterson. His first season on this new team. Can he make a big play? Rolls out right, fires, and he gets a completion. He gets it to the new receiver, Ryan Owens, the new guy to the new guy, and that's a huge first down.
Yeah, breaking through there is it really
Out of the call.
Yes, he got it.
It's a first down for Alamo City.
could put up points with so little time left on the clock.
It's really bone-crushing scenario here for Jacksonville after the game they played. Their defense desperately needs a stop. Jack Wall goes in motion. Patterson firmly in control of this offense down to the 14-yard line there in the red zone. Johnson in the backfield will be a toss left-hand side to him. Johnson has some room. He gets down to the 10, and that will be 35 seconds left on the clock. Now, I might have used a timeout there. They got to keep going.
They're not using. I guess they want to reserve those timeouts for setting a field goal.
Dynasty drops back, looking, fires, finds his target. That's why not Arrowlet, and why not throw it to the young man.
Cannon and Atlanta both driving, trailing.
At a time, and it's going to be a run. Johnson, he has some space. Johnson, oh, he's just short. They do take the timeout. 12 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, as this one is coming down to a dramatic ending in week 1.
Yeah, and two plays, 3 plays. Oh man, this is really the final stand for Jacksonville. How appropriate that it is right against they're planted against their goal line.
Here we go. It's 1st and goal. Patterson in the shotgun, rare shotgun situation, sends Owens in motion. 12 seconds left on the clock. Can Patterson have a moment? Throws it into the end zone. It's picked off! It is picked off in the end zone! The one thing they couldn't have happen! Towers picks it off, and Jacksonville on opening night is gonna barely escape by the skin of their teeth.
Here in the ball game.
30 seconds in Louisiana.
Here again, and Dynasty's gonna spike it.
I think that was a smart move, spiking the ball there, Chad.
That was a very smart move, I think.
Great job reading it vertically, does a great job reading it horizontally, but oh man, that is such a great complete interception by Roy Towers.
Defense. 3rd and 9, 29 seconds to go. Big play here for the Swarm. Louisiana's defense playing back. Dynasty drop back, pressure gets to him, and he goes down again. Neil Rivers with the sack, and this is it. This is for all of it. 4th and 14. As that's going to be a fake handoff. Dynasty throws and is dropped. Incomplete. Fenimore, Dante Grimm hit him as he caught, and that's going to be a turnover. Swarm.
Well, Chad, the valiant effort here at the end just came up a little bit short. And big hit by number 47. Wow. Dante Grimm coming up huge.
What a play there by Dante Grimm. I mean, that was really I was not expecting a play-action pass right there. And it was interesting that they come out in that. I don't remember seeing a single shotgun formation here for the Swarm all night long. And they're going to get the best formation in all of football, the victory formation here for the Reds.
First game is gone final. Jacksonville defeats Canton 24-21.
1 kneel down's all it's going to take, and the Rev fans can celebrate. They are 1-0 to start this new
Louisiana
SFL
hangs
era.
on in a slugfest, 19-13 over Atlanta.
It was very close the whole entire game, and defenses were coming up huge.
Yeah, this was a defensive battle through and through. Each team was able to finally
on a very dangerous South Division as Vancouver fall backward. They might not have the lead in the Pacific Division come the end of week 1, which has been their division since its inception.
Alamo City holds off from a Vancouver scare, 24-17.
It'll be a
Houston runs away from Sioux Falls late, 42-17.
Over Vancouver.
That is your first
San Antonio,
block of games here at SFL
Your
Convention.
final score, Jacob.
San Diego, Arizona comes your way, top of the hour.
Before the injury,
don't go anywhere.
Brad Jones, I think Brad Jones has a case for player of the game. How about you, Park?
Well, it can't be anyone but him. I mean, you could talk about Yayo Montana and his bench